Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this or not, but I am testing out some new mic settings because I have been having some trouble as of late, as you may have noticed, with the sound of the mic, and I need to do my daily anyway, so we're just going to do that. Alright. Let's see. Patrols, delving the castle. Cat's tail. Should we just do the TFO? Nah, go on. Let's just do the TFO. So I am going to put on the drumstick of death. And I'm going to get into a hazard suit. Is this the hazard suit? No, that's not the hazard suit. That's the hazard suit. Yeah. It's not quite as shiny on K7 as it is in the Fleet Starbase, but I figure the Fleet Starbase probably has some lighting weirdness going on, considering how old it is. It's basically a cannon loadout, too. I got the drumstick of doom, and I've got the cattle prod from hell.
You came, and not a moment too soon. The Davidians have captured 2 of my compatriots and seized our transmuter.
Hey!
Allowed to succeed.
Look at us, Hazard Bros.
They have seized part of the castle and blocked access to it with the transmuter. Their leader is trying to bend the will of my compatriots.
All right.
Like the candle, your blow will make the skeletons vulnerable to attack.
Let's get that extra damage in. I know there's a cat in one of these. Hello? Hello? Hello, cat. Could have sworn there was. Anyways. That's a wall. Moving on. see, did we get the cat? Yep. Oh shit! Here, Chris. Have a heal. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Suddenly Shitio. Ow. I don't know what's going on, but something is.
Thank you.
About to say, we go through this one. Actually helps you see when I do that. I have to remember not to hit it by accident, though.
Come for your little feathered friend. Ooh. That's very brave of you.
Shit! Hang on.
Let's see.
I don't remember where I am, but I remember I need this. So, sorry, Locke. Gotta borrow this for the duration of this event. Oh, the library. Hey, I'm here with my hazard bro.
Go find here today, guard tomorrow.
There it is.
Did you know that there are over 30 puns? And that's just standard.
Yep, puns right here.
Go find a potion for every occasion.
Way ahead of you.
An all-time favorite.
That's romance. Spooky stories, cookbooks.
You must place that book on the
Alchemy.
shelf. Go find transmutation, potions, and you.
Yep.
Did you know that the vast majority of transmutation is done by elixir?
It's in potions, buddy. No, not spooky stories. Potions. That's
No,
not...
you have chosen order. Did you know that the vast majority of transmutation is done by elixir?
Alchemy. It's an alchemy.
Well done. The way is now open to you.
John has like no health. The fuck? Son, what the hell is going on with your health? I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. What the shit? 104.
Go back!
Man's got 104k health. What the shit?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Beware our curse!
You may proceed, if you dare.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Shall rise!
I need that later.
Understand!
Uh-huh.
So leave here all! Or meet your end!
Son of a bitch. Okay, they are resistant to matter-antimatter detonations.
Liberation at last. When you are
So the glue on my desk, I have a really old computer desk. The glue on the liner of it is actually, the liner is coming off and like it's really worn around the corners. Hi, Gain. And so my hand is sticking to the table now. I mean, I'm going to retrieve your mobile emitter, and then I'm going to recruit you. After we fixed you. Because once upon a time, Gain was an EMH Mark 1, and Starfleet don't leave its own behind. Alright. I'm going to post up over here, then.
one of your comrades has been failed. Hold off the enemy while they sabotage the devices.
Just gonna herk that shit to him. Okay, I am out of phase. Where is it? Right here. Okay. Only 93 fleet marks. Nice.
You did it. The Davidians have...
So, this is something that I miss from STO that they used to do regularly. This is all over the place in all the missions that they cut. They used to do all kinds of crazy stuff like this. And that was really fun. Like, that was actually the most fun content in the game, is just your crew going on just weird, random, crazy adventures. Like, that's what really made a lot of people fall in love with the game. Nowadays, they're super serialized, and every mission has to be like this effects blowout with all kinds of expensive stunt casting. Listen, you don't need voice acting. All you need is good writing and good design. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need to wait for some celebrity's schedule. You don't need to have every mission be like a special effects blowout. Because here's the thing. The way they treat their new missions, they treat every episode like it's some sweet 2-parter. But 90% of Star Trek is shot, reverse shot conversation. Now, granted, this is an action game, so you want to do action stuff, but Star Trek Online... Star Trek, I'm sorry. I'm losing the ability to speak properly, Jesus. Has done plenty of action stuff on a low budget. Like, most of the action in Star Trek isn't big cinematic stuff, it's low budget stuff that can be done on budget and on schedule for a 24 episode season. So, like, that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to spotlight Phantasy Star Online, was because those guys were really good at using existing assets to tell cool stories. And that's something that Star Trek Online used to do a lot. Used to use existing assets to tell interesting stories. And they've become addicted to spectacle, and they've gotten away from that, and it's really unfortunate. They really need... You can get back to lots of... I don't want to call it filler content, but lots of... Let's call it episodes, Monsters of the Week, right? Storylines. You can get back to that without sacrificing design. Okay, because those stories, and this is a lesson that Star Trek is, that the shows are having to relearn, because Strange New Worlds is just this fucking goofy mess right now. But you can have, like, that your crazy goofy episode, but you can't have that as, like, every other episode of, like, a 10-episode season. Like, Star Trek used to have, like, did have, back in the day, those goofy comedy episodes. But those goofy comedy episodes were, like, in the middle of a 24-episode season, where you've also got your action episode, you've got your, like, drama episodes, you've got your mystery episodes, you've got all different kinds of genre already across a 24-episode anthology season. And that used to be Star Trek Online's biggest strength, is that it was an anthology game. Like, each episode kind of had like a little piece that contributed to a larger arc, sure, but that wasn't. But for the most part, it was your character going on crazy adventures. It was about your character, your ship, your crew, instead of about people whose stories got told on primetime 30 fucking years ago. Right? Don't get me wrong. I like Tuvok. I like Tuvok. I like Harry Kim. I like all these other characters, but they had their time. Like, their stories were told. Seven is an exception because Seven is captain of the Enterprise now, and for all intents and purposes, it seems that at least the word is on the grapevine that Skydance is dead set on Legacy being a thing. So that's a bit of a weird one. Like, Seven's story was told, yes, but apparently Seven's story is not over in prime time yet. But just about everybody else is. Like, Janeway and Chakotay got their kind of epilogue with a Prodigy, like all 2 seasons of it. So, yeah, that's what I really want from this game. I don't want world-ending bullshit from this game. I want an anthology series from this game. I want this game to do what it used to do best, and that is just lots of crazy stories. Not everything has to have enormous stakes. Like, not everything has to be the fate of the universe. And this is even something like you get fatigued from it. The fucking player base is fatigued from it at this point. They were like begging for something that wasn't like the fate of the universe after like the Mirror Universe stuff, after the V'ger stuff. Like, they were already saying, can we please just not have the fate of the universe at stake and please just have like some cool adventures? And then they introduced the fucking multiverse arc. It's like, god damn. That is the thing, more than any license dispute, more than any rights issue, that is the thing that will take the game down faster than anything else, is the dev team being completely disconnected with the kind of narratives that the player base wants to see. Listen, the player base doesn't want to there cannot be like just some universal threat every story arc, right? The player base, like, what they really want is just like fun content. They just want cool stories that are fun to play, and this like Halloween event. The game used to be full of that kind of shit. And if you don't believe me, go over to my Rise of the Red Shirt playlist. Some of the videos are a little hard to watch. They're old. They're real old. But go over to the Rise of the Red Shirt playlist and you will see like what the old Klingon arc, multiple versions of the old Romulan arc, and the old Cardassian arc and Undine arcs are in the Star Trek Online playlist. I've basically at this point covered the entire game as it originally launched. And yeah. Yes, it's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of variety in the stories being told. Not all the missions were great. Some of them were pretty clunky. Some of them could have used some design work. But overall, most of them were pretty fun. One of the memories that really sticks in my mind is the one where you're fighting through the power core of Deep Space Nine. That mission was really fun. I think that was when the Terrans had taken over. Kurlan sucks. loses, like, once upon a time, before all those missions were taken out and all those fleet actions were taken out, Curlin loses Deep Space Nine like 4 times in a year. Like, dude, like, it says something. It says something when the prophets ask you to handle something, and not the guy who's been looking after what is essentially Cisco's legacy for however long Curlin's been in charge of DS9. They ask you, the, like, rando captain who just got promoted from the tender age of ensign to command of your own starship. They ask you to do something, and not the guardian of the gateway to the Celestial Temple. I should tell you something about Curlin. I'm honestly surprised they haven't killed him off yet. I am genuinely, like, I'm surprised they haven't killed him off. Like, I know that, like, Sarish has basically taken over as Curlin's representative, effectively, on Deep Space Nine. I'm surprised they didn't just put Sarish in charge. I can see or they didn't just make Sarish, like, just the XO of the station and, like, the one you're always talking to, like the Major Kira. Because they have proper Kira, who is a Starfleet captain now, and is the guardian of the wormhole once again. So, like, her being in charge of Deep Space Nine is cool, and it could possibly open up lots of little references to, say, like, the relaunch books, like the DS9 relaunch, like Worlds of Deep Space Nine, that sort of thing. But they can't exactly get Nana Vistor to do VO with any kind of frequency. You know, they can't regularly get her around to do, like, voiceover for Kira. So it makes sense Sarish being the one that you talk to. But I am genuinely surprised they have not just killed off Curland at this point. Then again, they haven't killed off most of the original characters. They just forgot they existed. Pour one out for Thelen, and a whole bunch of other characters. Still waiting for that remaster of City on the Edge of Never. If you're wondering why I'm just sort of like screwing around right now, if I upload this, I'm actually seeing, because when I recorded some endeavors, the memory usage spiked really high. Memory usage, the the size of the file in the hard drive, and I have a suspicion that that's because the reshade I was using was adding a lot of I don't want to say garbage, but a lot of extraneous data to the file that was bloating its size. So I am kind of just sort of carrying on a little bit, seeing how big this file gets. Right now, we're almost 30 minutes. It's about 3.4 gigabytes. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the reshade. What can I do about that? I wonder, if I record... If I can record... Because right now, I'm recording straight from the window. But if I record from an area on the screen, maybe, just maybe, I can get that. And I just noticed that all my windows are curved. Why are my windows curved? Why are you doing that? I don't like curved corners on my windows. I don't like this because I record off of my windows. And it's ugly. With, like, your desktop peeking out the corners. Okay, so that's something else I have to fix. 30 minutes, almost 31 minutes, 3.5 gigabytes. It was absolutely the reshade that was causing it. Alright, well, you know what? While I'm here... I'm easily amused. While I'm here, let's do a couple randoms. Might as well. See how well this microphone picks up my voice through the fray. Ah! Ugh. There we go. Please don't be Dren or Gauntlet.
Welcome to Pariah 3.
Let's roll. Okay, so let's see. What do I need for this? Tell you what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the anti-son-of-a-bitch stick that I got from the Lobi store. Not yet, though. Let's suit up. Very, very nice.
Fire in the hole! Obstacle clear. Fire in the hole!
I meant to hit pass.
Clear to proceed. in the hole! Area clear.
God, this thing is so vicious.
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
It's vicious, intense, and debilitating.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll clear a path. Fire in the hole! Watch that first step. I think I can get us across. Cover me!
Run! There we go. Jump! Alright, I'm gonna go over here to where, Dude is gonna be. And I'm going to defend Dude! Alright, get the hell out of here, Vanderveer. Come on, Vanderveer. There we go. Alright, you piece of shit. Alright. Nice.
Spawn, Mother. We need to fall back so I can set off the charges and bring down the hive.
Okay, that's real loud. Holy shit. Yeah, I grabbed this thing from the low-buy store because it's the closest thing we got to the, I don't know, what the hell was it called? The Wizard Staff from Elite Force 2. Doesn't have the shockwave attack, but it does have a nice, wide arcing swing. I think, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the lower decks split beam and see what that 30% buff to energy weapon damage does with it. Because this thing already hits like a truck. I'm at 43 minutes and at 5.7 gigabytes. By this point, I was already at like friggin' 20 gigs when I was doing the endeavors. Yeah, the squeaky chair is back. It's a new chair too, man. At least it's not as squeaky as the other one was. Be funny if it made me walk faster. I wonder if I can set walk to toggle. Because running everywhere like this is kind of goofy.
7 of 9 reporting from Alliance HQ on the ground. Kittimer 2 is under attack. I repeat, Kittimer 2 is under attack. Requesting immediate backup from any Alliance members within range. Negative. Judging by the damage pattern, this is a
So something I don't like is the writing for your character from Deca. I don't know, something about it, they sound like a caricature, right? They don't sound like a person. Wow, that's loud in my ears. Holy shit! Ah! I sound like a caricature of a Star Trek character, and they don't... Like, here's the thing. Don't write... When you're writing... Like, if you're writing a character in Star Trek, don't write a Star Trek character. Write somebody who lives in the universe of Star Trek.
Captain Hoogan of the civilian ship USS Bailey, requesting immediate assistance.
We will sing of your honorable deeds throughout the Empire. Glory to you.
Bye. Someone got hellboard.
Thanks for the timely assistance. This would
That's
have been
a...
dark day
So,
without
the
you.
Miracle Worker Cruiser is fucking gargantuan, and this thing still looks big against it.
Good. I see you assisted all the evacuation ships. I'll be monitoring the situation from the ground, but let's stay coordinated.
This
Your
thing is
ship
almost
crucial
the
to
size
defense
of the primary hull.
Got another issue that needs taken care of. Alliance.
It is good to see you again. Deactivate the affected ships before they warp out. Orders are ready to contain the affected ships. Affected vessels. War leaders are beginning quarantine protocols. Initiating containment orb. Quarantining affected vessel. An affected vessel has warped out. We need to increase our efforts. Affected starships have been contained.
Who let one of them warp out?
Perfect. Now that the affected ships have been quarantined, Kittimer HQ can investigate the cause of this strange enthrallment. Unfortunately, we haven't. I'm receiving an incoming hail from Captain Tarzan.
My friend, it has been long since we have seen each other.
I hate the fact they turned the Alachi into teddy bears. I hate it a lot. They literally look like tribals from Jet Force Gemini. Why do I gotta wait for 2 timers? Okay, so incoming hail, there was a timer. Assemble at new coordinates, that was a timer.
Captain Tarsif here.
Okay.
We'll need a hand with our defenses.
Love closing those mycelial rifts. I tell you, it's no better on the ground. Try escorting the Liberator for added cover. Doing the same with civilians at HQ.
So I was talking with Lord Ice some time ago about how gorgeous the Khitomer Alliance base is in this mission. And my feelings on the matter were, I feel this was basically a missed opportunity to bring in Unity Starbase from the Starfleet Command games. Like, if you really wanted to make this mission something special, like, you finally get to see Khitomer HQ and its Unity Starbase. I feel like that would have brought it home for a lot of people who were around back then.
We are ready to begin the field
Yep. As it stands, HQ is just kind of this, it looks like just a reskinned KDF base. Like, it looks like it's got some, a few things from the Federation base in it, but, yeah, it mostly just looks like a reskinned KDF starbase, and that's kind of lame.
About you, but we've got some Etherian drones down here. Stay focused up there. Don't forget to deactivate those satellites. Waiting on you to warp to the new coordinates. Get out of the satellite's range, now!
7, how about you evacuate and you let me drive, huh?
Getting reports that the satellite weapon systems are powering up. Get out of the satellite's range, now!
You're not the boss of me. Shit, you're not even in Starfleet anymore. Donut of Death.
All malfunctioning satellites
Donut
are
of... No, how dare you stop my donut of celebration.
Once everything's under control. But these attacks aren't over yet. Got another issue. Situation's worse than I expected. Khitomer HQ's lost contact with the
Like, look at
Alliance
these two
strike force
responses.
of our station.
This is what I'm talking about.
Before the comms blacked out, the Garrett and the Tamir reported severe ship malfunctions. Allegedly, we're looking at...
Like, both of these responses, neither of these sounds like a
All crew members are
military
still on board,
officer
but we're due to provide a status
acknowledging
report.
a request for
Proceed with
assistance.
caution. Their lives are at stake.
Like, this sounds like the sort of shit you'd hear in, like, DC Universe Online. It doesn't sound like... I suppose it doesn't sound like a professional is saying it. Like, it really should be short and sweet, like, acknowledged en route or something like that.
Heads up, my allies tell me the Kittimer's activating its weapon. Reports show the Kittimer's engaging targeting protocols. Watch out. I've received a tip. Deplete the Kittimer's shield to cancel its lance attacks.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
How's it looking up there? Ship logistics indicate heavy damage at this stage.
My ship logistics? My ship has barely been touched,
They're
7.
coordinating attacks on a single target. Stay out of range.
How about you worry about you, 7?
Excellent work. Something is rocked to the action. Garrett can enhance his allies by focusing on the target.
I don't need a back spaceship driver.
Heads up, hold the wingmen of the Rex are joining the battle. Wingmen are executing offensive maneuvers.
I don't care. It will not help them.
Garrett's been deactivated. Heads up, the sensors indicate the snare is activating at the cloak. Any way you can deal with that cloak?
Yeah, we can shoot the Tamar.
Two active Kittimer strike force vessels left. This one. Gut feeling.
Shooting the Tamar will deal with the quote. The cloak? We'll deal with the cloak very, very quickly.
Any way you can deal with that cloak?
I'd like to turn. What is going on with... There we
Gut
go.
feeling here. I wouldn't let the Tamar go into full force. Heads up, hold the wingmen of the Rex are joining the battle. Wingmen are executing offensive maneuvers.
You know, 7, if you're just gonna, like...
There's the deactivated. Good work.
If you're just gonna, like, keep running your mouth, could you at least get a color commentator with you? Like, can we get Space JR? Or no, JR wasn't the color commentator. That was Jimmy King. Or, no, that was not Jimmy King. I'm thinking of that stupid fucking wrestling movie with Oliver Platt.
Did it. Right. Kittimer strike.
That was Jerry Lawler.
You're still alive. That's it. All ground and space incursions have been dealt with. For now. Kittimer HQ should be able to deal with any remaining stragglers and clean up the mess they left behind.
Yeah. But, yeah, that was Jerry Lawler, who was color commentary for Michael Cole forever. Good old JR was the well, he was more or less the straight man most of the time. There were some great occasions where JR was a straight up heel. Okay, let's get some fleet marks going. we've still got some leftover projects on that from that Tier 5 Starbase upgrade. We're currently working on engineering right now. At least I believe we are. Yes, we're currently working on engineering. And we're working on upgrading that transwarp conduit. And then we still have a couple more duty officer, coordinator, and counselor. Alright. Well, let's see. What difficulty? I'm on elite difficulty. Oh shit, I was on elite difficulty with the I was on elite difficulty when I did that board patrol earlier. Whoops. Whoops, no wonder the fucking Kazon took so long to die. I was wondering when I was doing that, I was like, man, these Kazon are really kind of fucking tough. What's going on here? I was on elite. Didn't even realize it. I guess that kind of speaks to how good the Steam Runner is. Well... If I'm on elite, and I want to see how good the split beam rifle does with that 30% boost, we might as well. Just a few rooms. Just a few rooms to see how good it does. I didn't even realize I was on elite. So, wait, I was on elite, motionless, antagonizing all the Kazon I possibly could, and they could barely touch me. I don't know if the Steam Runner's supposed to be tanky, but I made it tank. I hate you. Shut up. Go away. We got the DS9 soundtrack going on. Yep. So that means that, hang on, hold up. That means that...
Janeway's trapped in Transporter Room 1. Go get her!
I'm on my way. Yeah, but it's... Yeah, that means that this Lurpo was doing that much damage on elite. I did not expect that.
Heads up! Incoming hostile! Damn! Yes, partial transport wreck. Fight the side on.
How do you like me now? You can't adapt to my shit anymore. So, yeah. I am Wrecking Ball now. And you can't adapt to me. That's an octave short of Joffrey's squeak when Tyrion pimp smacked him. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, we got that guy. Come here. Man, this thing cuts through the heavy tactical drones like they weren't even there.
Good news is she only glad to hear.
Remember when I said it was just going to be a couple rooms? Apparently we're doing the whole village. I do not like you, sir. Yep, just stop aiming and then re-aim, and you are modulated.
Her shield is down. Now's your chance. Open fire.
God. Okay, the Lurpa might actually rip her to shreds. Whose idea? I want to know whose idea it was. Take down board drones to block her shields. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. This used to be a cardinal sin in video games. Is annoying NPCs repeating themselves constantly. When the fuck did this stop being a cardinal sin? Like, I remember the days when this sort of shit was mocked. Fucking... God! Grr! Like, this fight isn't hard, it's just annoying. Yeah, that'd be nice if I could. Okay.
Force drones to make her vulnerable. Her shield is down. Now's your chance. Open fire.
Yeah, let's end this shit. Come on.
Janeway's down. Deal with any remaining drones while you can.
I hate this guy. I hate him with every fiber of my being.
Impressive work. Duty calls, I'm afraid.
Five. Okay, I think that's a long enough test. Tamuk can join Neelix in the Iron Lung. One more. One more random. One more. There we go. Let's hope this isn't something annoying. It's probably infected. Yeah, one more random, and then I really gotta start editing stuff. Nope. So we got a Ross, or most of a Ross. And we have an Obed. Yeah, I don't have room for one of those, unfortunately. You shouldn't be there. Get out of there. Yeah, it's just downright unsettling. And then the Houston got wharfed. Okay, we'll blow that one up too.
I am eternal. This is not the end. Resistance.
Yes, resistance. It absolutely is resistance, yes. Something about her monologue reminds me of... There was a video of... I don't know if it was a Flash animation, but it was a YouTube video of Nay fighting Nay first in Phantasy Star 2. And she basically just starts drip feeding herself Trimates and easy modes the fight. And the whole time, Nay First is like, what? What? You can't do that! Like, fuck. And Nay is like, fuck yes, I can. If you played Phantasy Star 2, you know. If you haven't, you should. You should. Alright. I really do need to start editing stuff now. So, let's see how this turned out. And if you're watching this, I'll see you guys later.